we just wanted to give a quick overview of Rocky Fork Ranch. This is one of our Travel Resorts of America membership locations. We have 3 home bases, and Rocky Fork Ranch is one of them. So when we got there, it had been raining a lot, and so there's a lot of mud. All of the sites seem to be about the same consistency, size-wise, everything else. It's like 830 acres, and I think they have 200 plus sites. And
that's including cabins too.
Yeah,
there were a lot of cabins.
There were a lot of cabins. And one thing we'll say is that I think the cabins looked like they might have been nicer than the camp spots, actually.
Yes, camp
granted,
spots.
Granted, everybody's RV is going to be different, but the camp spots were not paved for the most part, and there wasn't a lot of gravel, except for, let me take that back. There was gravel, but towards the front of them in the areas, there wasn't a whole lot of gravel. So, and we tore up the area, as you can see in the video here. I think if it would have been nicer and it would have been later in the season, like in the summer when it's drier, it might have been a lot better of a stay. We didn't really enjoy it that much. There wasn't a lot to do.
And they had the water off. The water was shut off for the time we were there.
Yeah. And so by not having water, very muddy. Now, the one thing I will say is that we were pretty secluded. We were only people on the backside where we were camping.
The ladies at the front, they were very nice.
Yeah, they
tried to be helpful.
Yeah, they did. They tried to be very helpful.
However, when we did ask for one thing,
yeah, we just wanted them to bring some rock over and cover up the mud area where we were at, because we couldn't really even
park there.
Park in the front. There wasn't enough room for the truck, and we had to park in another spot. So, did it really matter? No, but I mean, they could have just brought some rock by.
Especially, it did kind of matter, because once you were attached, I wasn't able to get out to help you because of that big muddy area.
True. Okay. Yeah. So, granted, if it wouldn't have been raining, we know they can't control the rain, but they can control the drainage, and that's what we always say. If you put rock down, it's going to control the drainage. It's going to make it drier for the campers.
Yes, and the roads weren't great.
The roads weren't. No, there's a lot of potholes. You want to drive very slow, especially towing a big fifth wheel, because it really just bounces every which way.
And you know, when you're a member, you have 14 days to stay, and we reserved 14 days. However, we left early.
We left about a week
because
early.
of the situation we were staying in, and
it was just too muddy. The
no
water wasn't on. So now, some of the good things: the clubhouse looked nice. It had a nice indoor pool. It looked like that was very nice. Indoor hot tub.
They had pool tables,
air hockey table, big clubhouse. They were having a Easter activity there, so they had Easter egg hunt and then an Easter potluck. And then the horses were brought in, and I guess you could go down and see the horses, but it was so muddy that it wasn't.
And rainy.
It didn't.
But I know on their list of things that they had all these things like boating and swimming in the lake. There's no lake and there's no swimming there except for the pools.
Yeah, unless it was back over where the shooting range was or someplace like that. But even the shooting range, paintball, all that was closed. I guess we could have done miniature golf, but it was raining. So we did get propane. Propane's about $35 for 7 gallons for a 30-pound tank. So, but other than that, you can see our review, and hope that helps. The sites, we didn't go around and get all of them because there's so many of them.
Yes,
and
it's such a big place.
It's a very big place. We did see some groundhogs. We saw some deer, some turkey. So, you know, it was a campground. It was okay. And so our next stop is going to be Salt Fork State Park. So watch us. If you got any comments, you want to make the comments down below. And if you want to subscribe. We'd love to hear from you, and hopefully we see you on the road.
is empty, living life